Welcome back. In this video we'll be looking at text. It is very important to give some words to our drawing, and this is where text comes in. And we have two types of text. So if we click on this, if I click on this, I have the dropout of multi-line text and single line text. Starting off with the single line text. A single line text is used to enter several lines of text that can be rotated or reshaped, and the text that we type can be displayed on the screen, of which each line of text is treated separately as objects in Autocad. So if I should select my single line text now, it will ask me to pick my points of that I'm starting off for. Then as well, I will have to specify my height, so the height will stand as the font size. So if I enter 0.2 for my height, and I can actually set my angle of rotation. Remember, it can be rotated and resized, so but I want it to be 0. Then I can type this. Then I can zoom to see what I'm typing. Well, now if I want to jump to the next line, because if I keep typing it will keep going, so I have to hit my enter key to type on the next line. That is how single line text work. So once I'm done, then I can hit my enter twice or click outside, so I have this. So what if I pick my single line text again, and this time around I want to actually increase my font, probably 0.5. Then I want to rotate it, so let me rotate it by angle of 30, so you can see how it will display, right? So that is how single line work. So for each time I can decide, see, right? So that is how single line work, right? Then I can click out or use my escape key to move out. You can see, so I get to treat every one of them separately as a separate object. As one thing about the single line. And one thing about the single line is that by default the texts are justified, so there is no option for left justification, right? Now let's quickly look at the multi-line text. So the multi-line text can be used to create several paragraphs of text as a single multi-line text object. So we have a built-in editor that we can format the text appearance, the columns, the boundaries, and the likes. So if I should click on multi-line text now, then it asks me to draw out my paragraph page, so relating to whatsoever you want to. So immediately I have this, right? Then I have what is called the ruler. So if I should click on my ruler, it will go away. You could see that. But if I should click on it on the ruler, then I'll have it back. Right, have it back. Right, so now let's just quickly type one or two things here, of which this bar here, this panel right here, is our text editor, where we can actually carry out some justification of formatting operation on whatsoever that we text. So for instance, if I should type multi-line text, physical paragraph text, you see that. You can see that by the time I'm done with this part, it jumped to the next one. By the time I'm done with the end of the page, it jumped to the next line. So that is one thing that a single line cannot do. So I can highlight, right? And if I come down here, it's telling us that, oh, the current height for this is 0.5. So if I change to 0.2, you can see change that text to 0.2, right? 0.5, right? So that's because it is what has been set in our annotative style. If I right now, also here we can actually look at one of the formatting that can be done. So I can decide to make it bold, to be bold, compared to I can make it italic. And one thing is Control I work for italic, work for it, Control B for bold, work for it. Just like our Word package, our Microsoft Word package, how it works, everything happen here as well. So for instance, if I want to write something like this, and I go to select, so I can apply my superscript, and I can actually apply my subscript as well. So subscript as well. So if I should make any highlight and I click here, I can actually make it an uppercase or a lowercase. Get that? Then I can strike through as well, depending on whatsoever we want. So that's it. Then also I can underline as well. So just most of what we have on our Microsoft package. So now then there's what is called match property. Now if I should probably change this, I can change my color, something of this such. Then I can also change my font style here as well. I can change my font style. You see that? Right, and so on. Now I also have my justification. So my justification, how do I want to position my text? Is it center, is it top, right, middle, left, depending on whatsoever work for you. Justification. And we also have bullets here as well. So for instance, the links of so I can decide to say, do I want number, letter, or so. If I should pick number, then I can start itemizing whatsoever I want to itemize. You see that? So immediately I click next, jump to the next number. So the same thing works for normal bulletin if I want to change to bulletin, or go back to number, or I want to use letter as well. To work for it. Do I want uppercase or lowercase? And I can space my line. I can give my line space. Then also I can make some justification on it. Then I have the symbol. So we have various type of symbol here. So let me quickly, before I do that, let me quickly touch on this match property. So if I click on match property, it asks me to select. So I want this property to match with this. Select this, click on match property. Then I have it. You see that? So it take the property of this. So what I did is also I like this, click on my match property, then I'll select what I want to change to match property. Once I'm done, I'll click here. Now going back to symbol, right? We have various type of symbol: the degree, the plus or minus, we have the diameter. So whatsoever symbol that you need for your work are actually here. You can look for those symbols here. You can see subscript. Now if peradventure you could not find the particular symbol that you need, then you can click on others. So by the time you click on others, then the dialog box comes up where we have various type of font size, font style, then with various type of symbols. So here we have a large number of symbols. If you keep scrolling down, you can see we have large numbers of symbols, musical symbols and the like. So if I click here, then I have various fonts style. So if I pick Kandara for instance, you see it affects the type of font symbols that that could appear. So for instance, if I want, let me go back to Aria or something. Okay, Aria black, and come down here to pick this symbol. So once I select a particular symbol, for instance, if I select this, then I'll click on select. I'll click this again. I want another one. I want this. Then I'll click on select. I want this smiley. Then I'll click on select. So once I'm done with all my selection, then I'll click on copy. I'll copy. So once I'm done, then I'll come here and I'll paste it. Use my Ctrl V to paste. So these are the symbols that we copy from the dialog box, the other dialog box, right? Then looking at columns, the display of our typing page is being displayed based on the columns that we choose. So if I click no column, then it tends to expand whenever no column. If I pick auto hide, you see it break it. So you can just play around it or manual hide and bring it back to this point, right? So by the time I'm done, by the time you are done with your work, then you can click on close text editor, right? Close the text editor. Now we shall do close the text editor. Now for the single line text, if I come on this and I click here, I have my manage text style. So here on the manage text style, I'll be able to manage my singular text as well. So I can pick the type of font that I want, how I want the font style to look like. I can specify the height, the width factor on the oblique angle. Then you can create a new one that will pick after the other one that you want. So this is actually where you can make some changes to how you want this single line text to look like, right? So this is all I will be explaining on text. So like I've stated, we have the single line text, and we have the multi-line text. So we get to use them depending on how we actually want our text to appear. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video.